So pretty much every difficulty that we get into results from our mistaken impression that we are actually individuals with individual will, having to independently forge our way in the world. And that if we don't do that, there's something terrible that will happen to us. And that there's really something at stake, like our self-image and our well-being. When we begin to have the experience and realize that everything that's happening here is a play of God, a play of consciousness and energy, and that we are simply having an experience of being individual, then we can begin to listen for the promptings and hints and instructions of our own enlightened wisdom coming to us in the form, many, many different forms. You know, the form of teacher, the form of guru, the form of deities, the form of just wisdom that we receive, the vidya, teaching beings, scripture, all different kinds, nature itself, all different situations. Everything is made of wisdom, is laden with wisdom. And as we begin to realize that we actually don't exist in the form that we think we do, that we are really an aspect of everything, of all this wisdom, we can begin to listen, even from the prison of our own individuality, our conviction that we're individuals. We can still begin to listen and listen and listen and try to hear with more refinement what it is that is being asked of us and what direction we are being shepherded in. And as we relax more of our sense of individuality, we begin to notice more of those instructions. We recognize more of those hints and where the light is being shown, where we're supposed to move, how to move more skillfully in situations, not by acquiring skill, but by listening and skillfully responding. So this is what Ma means by being a servant, being a follower, being a gardener. It really has to do with this attitude of refined listening, like listening with all of our senses, understanding that what we're listening to is our own enlightened wisdom in whatever form that might be taking for us at any particular moment. But we're really following our own self when we're doing that. And the more that we begin to have that experience of the continuity of ourselves with this living presence, the more the reality of our situation and what we are following actually begins to sink in. Right? And we can listen with even more refinement. So this is how we need to live as householders. As householders, we're not abnegating the senses. We're actually trying to wake up our senses. And you can see why. We need all of our senses in order to hear wisdom. If we're bashing our senses down into submission of some sort, then we're missing some of the messages that are being spoken to us in all different ways, through nature, through other people, through teachers, through scriptures, through our practice, etc. So we have to be always in a state of open awareness, or try to do that, trying to relax, to hear and feel what is being, how we're being instructed, because we are being instructed all the time. We're always being guided by our own wisdom. So this is also a big part of the attitude of being a householder and trying to wake up. It's a big, probably the foundation of akhanda sadhana, of unbroken sadhana, is trying to relax and be aware, so that we can catch the promptings of wisdom.